Hey, wait. Hey, Daphne, wait. Oh, wait. You. Where's Brian?
Where did Brian go, Daphne? Wait.
Brian. Dude,
where's Brian Daphne?
Where's he going?
I don't know. Where is he? Hey, Daphne, where's Brian at?
Wait.
Come on, Daphne.
What?
Hey.
Why'd you call yourself Marissa?
What? Yeah, what?
Tell us. Help us.
Hey.
We need to know.
Hey, why did you see Marissa when you Daphne? Where's Brian? These are not the choices.
What is going on?
She's saying that these are not the choices.
I am lost. Help us, help you. Where's Brian? The search continues for the Honda Pilot Silver license plate Daphne.
Welcome back to Scotch Hour. This is Noah.
This is Jesse.
And this is Marissa.
Hey, Marissa, you look like you changed a little bit tonight.
Yeah, you smell like sausage, bro.
You know, it's interesting, you guys.
Wait. Hey, you can't
There's
tell.
something wrong here.
You can't tell Marissa she smells like sausage. I think that's just wrong.
She doesn't. This is an imposter.
Yeah, I had some elk brats. You know,
Yeah,
it's
elk brats.
it causes some flatulence. I'm a little offended, Jesse, but
I don't know. That's what
all
happened
right,
here.
okay, guys.
I don't know.
I know you were wondering, maybe where Brian has been.
The real
Yeah.
Slim Shady.
I think it's time that I Marissa kind of let you know what's been going on all last week when you thought you were having a new guest host, Marissa. In all actuality,
you were prettier last week.
Wait. Whoa. Get out of here.
Can you believe it?
No way.
It was me the whole time.
Dude, that's
you
pretty
have no
impressive.
idea how hard it was to maintain character. And did I have the voice down? Did I have the voice down?
You need to
Yeah.
do your makeup like last week all the time.
Oh, you have no idea how long I practiced my makeup. I mean, the real Marissa, she and I we FaceTimed ourselves. I don't know how many times she's like, "No, Brian, you need more, all sorts of stuff."
Did Aaron help you too?
I got to give a shout out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start a shout out today to Aaron
Oh, okay.
Marble
for
cake.
helping me out on my Marissa disguise makeup, which clearly fooled you two. We had this planned right from Stranahan's.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it.
And all this. What was that bright light then?
Shout out to Marissa. She was there at Stranahan's. I was just flash the lights bright, and we had a mirror. It was.
I thought
intense.
it was an alien abduction. Bro.
I know.
You look like a giant pro.
Okay.
I can't take all the credit, Marissa. Well done. Well done.
And okay, so
For sure.
and what happened with the whole the Honda Pilot that had the license plates Daphne?
Yeah, what's up with that?
What was up with that?
Yeah. It was not easy to find a Colorado license plate with Daphne on there. I mean, we went to because prisons make those, so we went to a lot of the penitentiaries, and we were like, "Will you make it? Will you make it?" So I'm in with a lot of different
I'm a little
prison
confused.
gangs right now.
I'm really confused. It went from a little to really confused. When I slapped your ass, you looked back and smiled.
I was like, Marissa, if Jesse does this, and she's like, and she showed me that look, and so the fact that I did it. I mean,
you
once again,
fooled Jesse.
I'm not
Yeah,
one
dude.
to blow my own horn.
Nice tight ass, dude. What the hell?
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to Marissa and Aaron for coaching up Brian and
Thank you,
kidding.
thank you. Yeah,
Fooled me. Damn.
You guys, it was good. It was good.
All
So
night long,
now that I'm
all
back,
night. All night long, all night.
why are we doing that?
I have no
Because
idea.
Brian,
All right.
Brian, you were
Well,
sober.
Just went along with Jesse.
Are you going to try and get us back on rails? We're way off the rails already, and it's early.
There's a
Well, hey.
track, and it's over there towards the North Pole.
You want to know why we're off track? It's because you.
I
dressed
threw
up
you.
like- Yeah,
I know,
You dressed
I
up
know.
as Marissa, and then you just come out all of a sudden we thought you were totally missing me.
A lot of podcasts have that kind of misdirection, so I thought I'd throw that in to see if
man.
there's kind of there's Where's Waldo and there's Where's Brian, and the whole time I was here disguised as Marissa.
I thought you were the Bigfoot. Maybe you didn't shave for a day.
I thought Marissa.
That was actually Marissa. She did it.
maybe it was
She's
a
like, I
5
hate
o'clock
Brian.
shadow
I
that
don't
kind
like
of
him.
confused me there. I don't
The 5, yeah.
know. Dang. All
Well,
right.
good to be back. Good to be
Yeah,
back,
hey,
as far
hey.
as you guys know.
It's great to have you back.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got going on here today, Joe?
Really,
Well,
you want a
I
donut?
What?
From the probing, sometimes you need a donut to sit on.
He's talking about.
No, I'm good. No, I'll.
You're talking about Paul.
No,
right?
no probing. No probe.
Anybody want a bagel?
right. So in the bag, you're gonna since you're.
Thought you were supposed to
So
take your
we're
hat
continuing
off.
on the bracket. So moving through the bracket of
Yes.
the Game of Thrones challenge.
Yeah,
Dun, 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 dun.
before we pull do the
That was the Game of.
before we pull out.
What exactly am I pulling out
Was that
of?
the Game of Thrones challenge theme or bracket theme? Do that again, Jesse.
It was the,
Dun, 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 dun.
Game of
so I think
Thrones
we
bracket
need to,
challenge.
I think we need to know what our upcoming smarter challenges for tonight. So Brian, go ahead and
so we
not
have some
drink
time
and
to
drive.
formulate thought.
formulate thought as we go through the other steps here before we say which scotches are on the docket tonight. Okay,
Was I supposed to grab something in there?
just one of them.
I didn't grab anything. I just tossed them around.
What were the
Okay, I've got one.
possibilities? Hey, I didn't ask for nuts. Hey, what are the possibilities here?
Okay, so the possibilities are we have to create our own sigil, and each one of us has to come up with a stipulation on how to create the sigil. The next one is what character would we want to be, and by that expression, I'm probably assuming that's what it is. And then the other one is a book that was turned into a movie or a TV show. So.
Yeah, I actually didn't grab one. I was teasing. I need to reach in there and really get one.
Nah, you did. I saw it. It's right there. Trying to hide it.
So I share it now? You guys got to know?
Yeah, we gotta know.
Everybody
Show it to
knows
the
you already
camera.
outed it. Yeah.
Did I? It was
Clearly,
like-
it's the one thing I cannot talk about.
Sure, you can.
Yeah, you can.
What character would I want to be?
You were talking about how you wanted to be Aquaman all night long.
Amen. Amen. That's all I saw was him getting busy. So, yeah, he handled business.
So we'll get to that point here in a moment. All right. So before we go there, we're going to go ahead and do our shout outs, talk about the restaurant, and then we'll go into which two scotches are in the bracket tonight. So,
Man, let's go. Let's start with the restaurant. Brian, Dog Haus. What'd you think?
it belongs in the Dog Haus.
It
Who
was
let
a.
the dogs out?
I think you nailed it right away, Noah. It's a niche thing, and you like a good creative hot dog. Don't get me wrong, or brat, or burger, or or has he not matured? I've been gone. I was here. I just got used to it. It would have been better if I could have watched a baseball game, or if I could have watched a baseball game on TV, or just something. It kind of left me lacking. Now, I got the Tex-Mex, which was a chorizo with some pretty good coleslaw type of relish and some avocado and jalapeno, and so it was good. I enjoyed it. It was unique. I liked the niche of the food. Fries were meh, and the beer was $4. So yeah, it was all right. Yeah, I mean, I would have rather have been at Coors Field. Going and getting a Colorado dog all smothered in green chili and cheese and having a nice overpriced warm beer and sitting out at Coors Field.
Good point. I would also agree with that. I think Dog Haus, I like the concept, but I think for the price point that they're charging, especially, and I also get inflation. I know we're experiencing inflation right now, but
You used to get 6 inches, now you get 4. Sorry.
but I honestly think the food there is overpriced for what you get. I got the what was it? Some hog. I don't remember what it was.
Shrinkflation, man. That's what it is. It's not inflation.
Honestly,
It's shrink.
that's how great the meal was. I don't even remember the name of my own meal.
Yeah.
I know it was a Polish sausage with, it was supposed to have a chili and coleslaw, and I got it without coleslaw because I don't like coleslaw. And really, it was just like a chili dog with no cheese on it, which really turned out to be kind of not so great.
Yeah, I saw lots of chili.
Yeah, and on top of that, all right, I'm not gonna really complain too much about the. He's like, yes, you are. About the guy who was running the register, because I think he's brand new, and at least I think he was making an effort to work. Where I think there's a lot of people who are out there right now who are kind of refusing to work. So with that, I don't really blame the guy, but him being new, I think he didn't really know about how to
I thought
happy hour stuff.
Yeah, he did good with the service. I mean, he was great up
His
front.
service was- his
You
service
guys
was
got
fine,
your
but-
stuff real quick. me, you were done with yours by the time I got
Yeah,
mine.
my food was done by the time you got yours, but I got overcharged to begin with, and I had to ask like, hey, what about the happy hour cost prices and stuff? So, but once again, I don't blame him. I think it's awesome that he was working there. He is a brand new employee, so keep up the great job. I didn't ask you what your name was, but I would have preferred them to have like been a little bit more Johnny on the spot instead of trying to overcharge me and then like return my money.
Yeah.
Especially for something that's like way overpriced. Like you're talking about a Polish dog with chili on there, some fries, and a beer costing like $20.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm like, this is if you're gonna charge me $20 for a dog and a beer and fries, I better well be at a freaking either a baseball game, a football game,
a concert or something. I don't
or
know.
there better be freaking TVs with
Jesse's
sports on.
house.
Or some type of contest with T-shirts and dry, wet. It doesn't matter, but something's going on.
Wait a minute. How much are you going to pay to eat a hot dog while I wet my T-shirt?
You? Nothing. Noah?
Nothing.
Even less.
But some college co-eds, I'll pay that.
really likes the
I will
football team.
gladly
It's
serve
really
up
weird.
my $9 for my bratwurst. For my bratwurst and 2 beers for $20.
For some college co-eds getting a wet t-shirt contest going.
Hey, reminds me of my shout out.
Very scholarly.
I will say that it reminds me of like spring break
It sure does, spring break.
in South Padre.
South Padre Island. Did you spend some time in South Padre?
Oh yeah,
So did I.
yeah.
What was the name of those? Louis? Was Louis one of them? Louis?
I don't
And, oh, I do. Yeah.
I do remember like.
Well, technically, I was never there. It was always Chris McKee that was there.
Oh, because you had the fake. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jesse. Sorry, we kind of got.
All right.
Your students, man.
We digress. We digress.
Sorry.
No, I mean, money's no object here at Scotch Hour, so the price really didn't,
But if we're
impact
gonna make
us.
recommendations to our
Right. Now, that being said, for me, it was all about environment and ambiance. To your point, no games or TV on the wall in what was a quasi bar setting, and the environment left me wanting.
Ardbeg.
Ardbeg leaves you wanting?
No, Ardbeg does not leave me wanting. I just noticed a new bottle now. It's Ardbeg.
I was like, Noah appears to be staring off into nowhere.
I started placing new bottles in every episode, and I wait to see how long it takes Noah to notice.
So the Ardbeg 19, like Jesse, like he was talking to me about it like 2 weeks ago. He's like, dude, Ardbeg came out with their new 19, and I'm looking for it, and I can't really find it right now. And right there, I just saw a black and white box. I'm like, wait, that's Ardbeg 19. Like, what the?
Wow.
I mean, again, money's no
awesome.
object. We're tossing around $300 at a bottle here, $300 a bottle there.
Was Ardbeg 19?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 300.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I think 309 or 308.
Plus
Holy shit. Wowza. I don't know that I've ever tasted an Ardbeg anything with you guys.
Well, we're gonna save the wee beastie for you. It's a very special event.
No. I was a listener, and I listened to the wee beastie, and I'm gonna say no. Negative.
You tried the Ardbeg 10 on one of the after hour shows. Or
And that's
not
probably
that
why
show.
I don't remember, because it was at the after hour.
could
Was
have
that the
been.
show where I stayed the night on that couch over there?
Probably on the
Probably.
floor.
Yeah, I did end up on the floor. It's too dang hot.
It was
Good
hot that
Lord,
night,
it was
yeah.
hot that night. Wow.
All right. So, anyways, sorry, I guess I drank Ardbeg.
Atmosphere is what mostly left me wanting. I would not want to take a date there, let alone a friend.
All right. So overall, I'm giving it a thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Not that we ever gave any place a thumbs up or thumbs down before, but this one's getting a
You
thumbs
decided. You were ready for that.
No free drinks like at the Buckhorn Exchange. No 9 courses. Look at Maggiano's. Those were all thumbs ups. This is
Well, even Alpha Charlie's, like, which is in the same, almost the same parking lot. I'd rather just go over there and get a burger or like your fish and chips or your
What did I
tacos.
get? Oh yeah, I enjoyed the tacos. I
Yeah,
think.
you got the street tacos.
And I feel like I've gone back there with somebody. Yeah. Oh, I would definitely go there because we enjoyed that place.
Yeah,
Yeah. This was, and actually, if you want that experience with those kind of that idea, those kind of
Just make them at home.
Just make him at home, or the niche, brats and hot dogs and those type of
Or
things.
go to a ball game.
The gourmet ones. Well, there's a place called Lowry Beer Garden. Ambiance is good.
Dorten.
Beer garden, like in Germany, same type tables.
Okay, where is this at?
Lowry. Thus the name, Lowry Beer Garden.
Lowry Air Force Base.
Lowry Air Force Base off of 6th Avenue.
Can't like any schmo go in there, or do you have to be like have
Any schmo. We should, it's a bit of a trek though
okay.
for us to do it. It would have
Well,
to
then
be
let's drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. I think that's it. Or we could walk.
I will walk. But
Pool, pond. Pond's good for you. Pool, whatever.
All right. Cool. Any shout outs this week other than Aaron?
Yeah, I'll wait. I'm ready.
Go for it, Brian. What's your shout out?
I'm gonna go with Aaron. I'm going with Aaron today. I gotta figure out exactly what she did, but it was good. It was good.
It was good.
Just trust me. Noah, got any shout outs?
Another marble
No,
cake. Lucky bastard.
I have no shout outs this week.
My shout out goes to Bevy's for being the only place I could find in town with the Big 19.
That one were they the only place that you got that one. You found a couple other hard
Yeah,
finds.
and on top of that,
Bevy's.
they actually had, if you look closely at the box, they actually have all sorts of notes on here, and depending on which batch it is, the notes are actually different. And I found that out while I was there because I was asking the gentleman who did not know why they had different symbols on them. So I asked him, and then I read, and I found out for myself.
Awesome. All right, so I think we're getting ready to go into what our two scotches are. So we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll come right back.
Are we? Have we gotten through our commercial break here?
Almost.
Dude, I think it's time for you to. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he should have been in the freaking movies as a royal troll.
Oh, he's got all kinds of stuff going on.
He's not going to be able to hear much, but that's cool.
Oh no!
It's all good. Everything's
Wardrobe.
safe. Everything's safe.
Wardrobe.
How are you going to get the crown over that, King?
idea.
You just got it.
All right, here we go, and
In the Scotch.
we're almost back, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we are back.
In
Three.
3, 2,
two,
1. What was that bright light?
Hey, damn it! There goes my damn crown.
And my damn headphones.
My headphones.
Who the heck are you? You're a
Damn
mess.
it, Ned Stark, where are you? I need that hand of the king here. So one of the scotches here is House Baratheon Royal Lochnagar 12 year, and I'll tell you what, man, House Baratheon all the way, baby.
All right.
It's great to be the king.
Are you from the House Baratheon?
Yes, I'm Robert Baratheon.
Obviously, I mean, I shouldn't have to ask. It's pretty obvious, but
Exactly. It should be totally obvious with my crown.
so we've got a lot of people here who can do imitations.
You're just missing a glass of wine.
I pulled off Marissa.
And my new bitch.
Oh wow!
This last dog died, sadly, tragically. He's looking for another one.
Exactly.
You lost a dog.
Come on, we all know I sleep around all the time, going to brothels and have a bunch of illegitimate kids.
Yes, we do.
If only one of them could make weapons.
Oh,
And one of them did.
hey, sir, can you remind me of your name again?
Robert Baratheon.
Robert Baratheon. Thank you.
They,
Why did you just write down Robert Baratheon as a tool?
Well, because later on I've got to talk about what character I would want to be, and I want to be him because he's awesome.
hand me my crown down there.
Here's 8 points to the wrong side.
All right. So what's the other? Who are we going
The
up against?
other Scotch is from House Greyjoy. Wouldn't want to be one of them. However,
Not that there's anything wrong with.
this is
Greyjoy.
a Talisker from the Isle of Skye, and I imagine it will take down House Baratheon.
Hey, you better watch it there, Greyjoy. We might have to cut off your scrotum.
Hey, I don't need any meat to beat you.
Hey, don't go beating your meat here on the Scotch Hour.
You gotta
Both of you.
realize I went with my warhammer to showing people,
Hey,
right?
that's a nice tool. Where's your wife?
Probably screwing her brother.
I mean, keep it in the family.
You say incest is the best, right? That's why I have like 3 illegitimate.
I really feel like there might need to be some editing with this go around.
Yeah.
And
I don't know, man. It's all, I mean,
here.
so
at the
it doesn't
school
sound like I want to be Robert Baratheon. I'm not down with incest.
I am married to Cersei from House Lannister.
She's an
And-
amazing woman.
And you know,
She's
if you're going to
blonde.
marry, you're going to want to marry rich because like everything I want, her dad pays for.
Yeah.
That's nice.
A Lannister
That's
always
nice.
pays his dues and debts.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. So, look us up.
Look us up.
I really like the
Is that's one of those Game of Thrones sayings I'm
Not
not
really.
familiar with?
No.
They'd always be
Royal
like,
Lochnagar
hook me
Highland
up, hook me up.
12-year single malt Scotch.
No, not really.
Nope, not really at all.
Yeah.
And I really
So
like
Versus
that's
Talisker Reserve.
kind of a nice big hammer you carry around. Are you like compensating for anything?
Everything.
Robert,
everything.
everything.
You know, help me win the throne.
Lochnagar.
A lot of people call
Talisker.
me the
Bottles are very similar.
You just go waving your big hammer around.
Squid
Exactly.
versus
and
stag.
all the ladies come running. Illegitimate.
When I was
We're gonna
younger,
start
Or your-
with the Royal
when I was
Lochnagar.
younger and I took the throne, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's
Now
literally
that
how
I'm a king,
kings
they just
rule
hear
their
and they'll just do
kingdoms.
whatever.
People are talking, no one's listening, and things happen. Reminds me of somebody else running something. I don't know what it was, but
Biden.
what?
I don't know. That's what I'm just gonna say all the time. I have no idea. I don't know, but
It's
Oh,
tough. It's
that's a
wearing
good
that
girl
wig
there.
all last episode,
Oh.
disguised as Marissa, and having you guys not notice.
Man, it's probably as hot as my wig was.
You had a hot
Right.
wig on. Here you go. Okay, I'll just here you go, Mr. Baratheon.
Listen to that gurgle. It just sounds
Well
pretty.
done. Yeah,
man.
I like that.
pretty good.
Yeah, you smelling your mustache there, buddy? Yeah, good.
So it sounds more like a bathroom break.
It's got kind of a crisp, refreshing nose to it.
It's a light oak. Fruity light oak on the nose.
I'm getting that kind of fruity floral.
Nice light amber color, much like the Cardew Reserve.
Am I getting is there a peach smell or
There's definitely a fruit in there. I'm not sure if it's peach, but I'm also getting vanilla.
maybe it's a peach or an apricot or something is where I'm getting.
Apricot.
Could be
Apricot.
Just say yes, otherwise the king will have your head.
Okay, I can't drink this.
Yeah.
More for us. Two
Wait a second. Hold on. What?
It's me,
It was
guys.
Noah?
Sorry, it's not Baratheon.
The whole time.
I tried to channel
Oh my
in.
gosh.
I'm so let
Dude,
down.
you had me
I
so
really,
fooled.
I really wanted to.
Thought we
wear
had
it
a
the
king
whole
in
way,
our
but
presence.
I really can't taste the scotch. With,
No, it's not easy.
With the wig hair.
It's
You
not
got a
easy.
helicopter this one.
Noah staying in character for an
It's tough.
entire
I don't know how you do
episode.
that, man.
You guys had no idea.
Yeah,
None.
done.
I bet you the viewers had no idea.
I don't know, man. Like,
You should probably pull the viewers in a comment. They could put in comments like how many of them really knew that was me the whole time.
I'm going to go with what you said, Brian. To me, I almost get the apricot, but for me, it's almost a vanilla peach, like peaches and cream.
well,
okay.
I did have a bunch of wig hair in my nose, so
That's true.
I could play the part.
It could have been anything right there.
We're going to
I
get
was like,
we're
I'm
gonna get
getting
a
like
man stage
wig
before you
hair.
know it.
I'm getting like wig hair.
Could be a dead rat.
Could be like a wet dead rat, maybe.
I was sniffing dead rat earlier, which is odd.
Ooh,
This is very good.
that's a pretty pleasant vanilla treat. Oh,
You guys have
snap.
already started tasting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tempest Fugit. We got all the money in the world, but not that
If
much
this
time.
was Stranahan's, it'd be just shoot it, shoot it. It's good.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
Taste it, shoot it. Done.
Whatever you taste, that's
Whatever you
that's what
taste,
it
that's
is.
how it is.
Shoot it. Ding.
The finish is the one thing that's leaving me wanting right now.
Ooh.
It's just a mild finish.
It is a mild finish.
Oh, it's a smooth,
Try again, man.
lingering
again.
finish.
We got a stage 9 clear.
I do like it though. It has like nice fruit. You get nice, good vanilla.
You're not going to find any. We're not getting any peat. We're not getting any smoke. Maybe
Nope. You
maybe
get
just the tiniest hint of smoke on the end.
You mostly get like oak.
Oak,
You get
which
vanilla.
I like.
You get
Tons of vanilla.
You get fruit, whether it's maybe slight apricot to peach, and I'm not sure what I'm really getting on the back.
You know, there's something with this one that it's falling in the middle. It's kind of, there's nothing that distinguishes it.
The back is just, the finish is nice and light. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Yeah, I mean, the finish is nice and smooth, and, well,
The finish leaves me wanting. I want a nice strong finish, fall over, pass out.
Yeah, but see, I don't think you always need to have an overpowering finish. So I think that's where this one
Not
kind of comes in.
overpowering.
This one this kind of makes it like if you want something like nice and easy to drink, to where just like you don't want like something overpowering, just something kind of like, I don't know, something that'll go good with the dessert. This will go well with most desserts, I think. Maybe like even like having it for Thanksgiving with the pumpkin pie with some ice cream or whipped cream.
yeah. Nope, I get that, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind this for a nap to drink for Thanksgiving. With
Yeah.
with some desserts.
Yep,
desserts.
after dessert and you're sitting around.
Or you have like maybe like vanilla ice cream with like apple pie, or a pumpkin pie with some like really good like
You're just
nice-
kind of winding the night down, you know, just kind of slow sipping. You're full, from eating all night. So I feel like I'm loud.
volume.
That's my hearing.
Yeah,
I feel like my mic's loud. No,
you're fine. You're good.
It's good. It's super smooth. It's not my first inclination for what I look for if I'm just
All
drinking
right, let's
Scotch.
try the Talisker.
Talisker Select Reserve.
the nose on this, the nose on this is really crisp though. It's a very crisp nose, very refreshing. Like this is not gonna. I leave this sitting out. It's not gonna have my wife and sons walking by going, "Oh my God, what is that?"
Band-Aids.
Yeah,
Bigfoot.
yeah, they are not down with it at all.
Cubes for anyone?
Not on the first go around to try it and eat.
I may drop a cube in this as we come back to it.
You're dripping all over your book and stuff. I think you might have been going a little bit too slow.
Yeah.
That's what I get all the time. Like, why is it taking so long? Sorry, I last forever.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Oh,
You've already. Oh my goodness! Did I
This
not?
is a-
This is a
much
the
deeper color.
amber color. The amber is so much deeper. I think.
You get a really nice.
So what do you guys got going on here? You're just
So if
kind
you
of.
just put like a little bit in your palm,
Oh my goodness. Band-Aids for life.
and just rub it.
Oh
and then
geez.
rub it.
So okay, I'll just tell you right now. Competition's over. I haven't even done anything but smell it.
It's like wet leather. Yeah, like
It's exactly wet leather. That's
Yes.
why I say keep that leather glove in your nightstand.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
A little smoky, which I love.
Talisker.
This is gonna be right up Brian's alley.
Oh, you're getting some Band-Aid
Dude, this is right
here.
up my alley.
This is so. You're getting some peat.
So you're gonna get the peat. You're gonna get the smoke.
Oh, you're getting some sea.
It's got a
Are you getting a little
full
sea? Is there a
body.
little sea salt in there? I can almost
Yes.
smell the sea
Yeah.
salt.
Yes.
You get sea salt. You get smoke, and you get peat.
That's the point of it being off of the Isle of Skye and having that seaside. It's much like the Oban.
This is House Grey.
Talisker from House Greyjoy.
Greyjoy. Now, Jesse, you introduced me to Talisker Storm, and I enjoyed that, but I did not get the peat.
Or the leather. It's
the leather. Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to find me some of this. You know that liquor store up by, where do we go?
They don't have that one.
Yes, they did.
They don't have it anymore.
No
the
one
octopus-looking
like,
ones? The squid
out.
ones? Have you guys already tasted?
You can find... Oh, yeah.
The only place in Colorado, or at least in the Denver metropolitan area that I found it was Daveco, and that's like going like way the F out
Just
there.
pay the shipping and handling. All right.
Unless you want to drive like beyond Thornton, beyond 140th, and go out to like Brighton, maybe, or where the hell that is.
Oh.
Yeah. The finish is a little bit peppery and fruity. Actually, it's not even the finish, it's the body, but the finish is fruity and leathery.
Boy, does this thing just go crazy on your senses. It hits you at the top, like the front end is pretty much hits you good. But then, and I was like, wait a sec, well, I'm not tasting peat. I'm not tasting smoke. But then you hit it. It comes on mid and then just lingers. It's on my tongue. That sea salt is on my tongue this whole time. Mm.
All right. I can only tell by Jesse and Brian's expressions that they are probably...
Should we do a blind vote?
Come on, I already know you two are going to vote
Everybody who votes for Talisker, raise your hand. Anybody who's crazy and doesn't vote for it.
I'm not doing a blind vote. I would say this.
You know what I love about this notebook? It has like 12 different scotches poured on it
by the end of this, that thing is gonna. You should drip a little bit on every page.
It's gonna be like scratch and snap.
So, I love it. I love it.
So here's what I'd say is like if you want something that's a little bit more refined, delicate, and more, I guess, kind of like a feminine type approach, I would go with the Royal Lochnagar 12. But if you do like that peat, the smoke, the sea salt, and something that if you're more of like a
salted caramel,
yeah, if you're more of the kind of like the Lagavulin fan,
if you're more of a man,
so I would say the Talisker is more masculine, where the Royal Lochnagar is probably a little bit more feminine. And so yeah, my vote will go with the Talisker. I do like it more. I do like the peats. I do like the oak. I like the smoke, and I like, obviously, we know I like the sea salt.
Oh, the sea salt's what got it for me, honestly.
Because we all know I like the Oban, and really, I like when I first started drinking Scotch, I was a huge fan of the Ardbeg 10, which has a lot of oak. I mean, it has a lot of smoke and it has a lot of peat, and so I am definitely going to go with Talisker. So that gets my vote. And from the sounds of it from you two, it is going to be 3-0 Talisker.
Well, I tell you, for me, the sea salt might be a little strong. It might linger a little strong for me. Not too much, but it's just like I'm kind of, but this is a unique one because it's the Isle of what?
Isle of Skye.
Isle of Skye. So it's not an Isla, and it's not a Highland. Because it's kind of like, right? Or is it an Isla?
No.
So it's kind of this.
Sky.
It's this weird combo of the two types for me because I get the scent of Isla, but the upfront notes reminds me more of a Highland. But then the lingering smoke and the peat. So it's a kind of a unique combination for me. It gives me it's kind of like if you want to experience the best of both worlds of a Scotch.
All right. Time to lock up the Talisker.
All right, let's vote. Talisker.
Aye.
Talisker it is. So now
Well, Lochnagar.
3 more weeks from now, it's Oban versus Talisker. The time.
Yep.
We'll tell.
Talisker versus Oban.
Wow.
Actually, we may have to redraw.
Redraw?
Yeah, redraw the second. We draw the second round.
Then what happens then if you go straight to Oberyn versus Lagavulin?
That could happen. If we
Well,
did
I know, but for me, it's more like Talisker versus Lagavulin. But
It's a good one.
I don't know, but I mean,
I don't
know. I've got
guys.
the Oberyn this last time because I did taste test it. I compared it because I missed last episode, disguised as Marissa. I compared the Oberyn with the Cardew, and I was actually leaning more towards the Cardew. But everybody's palate's different. I'm not trying to, bash anybody's preferences.
I mean, apparently we all like redheads. So
Hey, yeah, you keep your hands to yourself, mister. That was kind of close.
you liked it. It wasn't close. That was contact.
Hey. He's got magic fingers.
And then he discovered the crying game.
I got suckered into seeing that at the movie theaters. My college girlfriend worked at a movie theater. Was like, Brian, you got to come watch this. I'll get you in for free. So I watched it. I'm like, she's like, no, it's got a twist at the end. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, yes, it did.
Noah and I were out watching more serious movies like the Titanic. Just saying.
No,
Titanic was way later.
Oh, that was just me.
I watched the
I
Titanic.
hated Titanic.
I love Titanic.
We probably saw something more like Schindler's List,
Or
where we both probably laughed.
Blade. Or Warren Beatty.
All right, what character would you be in the Game of Thrones? And Brian, since you probably have the least amount of knowledge, or
I'll go
characters-
last.
Are you sure
really
you want to go
Or should I go
man?
first?
Yeah, just knock it out of the park.
I'd probably say
Be
go
done with
first
it.
and get it over with.
Maybe I could go last and I'd be like, I'm going to agree with what Noah said. I'll be that character. I'll be like that kid, calling me last. I'm like, I just agree with Noah. All right. So I've only seen episode 1. In episode 1, very platinum blonde woman naked out of a tub.
Daenerys,
Sold off to Aquaman.
Kyle Drogo.
Yeah. And I thought that, I felt like that Jason Momoa, right? He's the leader of like the savages almost, like
Dothraki.
the barbarians or something. Like I kind of like there's part of me that I kind of really, I guess I would maybe want to be him. Because like sometimes I think the world would be such an easier place if two people disagreed, if you're like, hey, let's just go over there and fight for like 5 minutes, and then afterwards we'll shake hands and our disagreement's over. And it seemed like it was very barbaric. They're like, hey, I'm mad, I'll punch you. Okay, we're okay now, So I would choose Jason Momoa, Aquaman / what's his real name in the show?
Drogo.
I'm Drogo. Plus, I think he like scored the hot chick, and they were like
The mother of dragons.
weren't they super like they're super fierce fighters and tough and
They, in Westeros, which is where like the Seven Kingdoms were, they said that if the Dothraki, if they ever crossed the ocean over to Westeros, that they would probably dominate in war.
Yeah. So that's why I would choose, but I have limited experience to draw from in my viewing.
Okay. So anything else you want to add, or?
No, does he die in the show?
Yep.
Pretty early.
Yep. Like probably halfway through season 1.
Really?
But
Was
he
it
had-
a
he
cool
had a good
death? Was he
time.
like kicking people's butts at least?
He does one of those barbaric things where he fights with somebody else.
He what?
He does fight with somebody else.
Oh, like over a girl.
Kinda. I mean, like,
Oh, he gets killed like from someone from his own tribe?
yeah.
Just trying to take over.
So basically, they go and they raid a town, and Daenerys, the blonde, is trying to protect some of the women from being raped. And one of the Dothraki's like, "Yo, man, that's our spoils of
It's
our
like what we
reward."
do.
Yeah,
Like,
we get to gather stuff and we get to rape the women.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You can't rape the women." And then so he's kind of like, "Yeah, you can't do that, man. My wife says no." And the other guy's like, "Hey, screw you. Yeah, we."
So the
can."
other guys are like, we're not standing for that. So they killed him?
So
Not exactly.
So they injure him, and then one of the people that his wife tries to save, which is a witch of some sort, ends up basically. I don't know if she poisons him or doesn't give him the right type of antibiotics or whatever, but he ends up dying from an infection as well.
Why does the witch do that? She doesn't like him?
Yeah, basically because they went around raping people and destroying her village.
Huh? There you go. That's what you get.
Yeah.
All right. So I would like to be him, except for all that stuff about
I mean, everyone dies.
and dying. Not down with either of those. All right. Thank you, Noah, for the lesson on Draco.
So, Jesse, you want to go next or you want me to go next?
I mean, you can go next. I mean, I'm going to be Captain Jack Sparrow.
That makes sense. I wish I could have chose him.
Dude,
I was going to choose
Wrong
Willy
movie.
Wonka.
Wrong
It
movie.
is totally wrong.
That was your
wrong
chance, man.
Wrong movie.
All right. You want to go next?
I can.
Yeah, you go next.
Hey, this was a very, very difficult for me. Because I like two characters a whole lot.
Oh, the imp. And
I love Tyrion Lannister. I love the imp.
That's the
midget guy.
the
can't say that. Little person.
Little person, whatever.
yeah. Gotcha.
My bodyguard's a little person.
Who's your bodyguard?
Little big.
Who's little big?
You'll see.
He's making it
Future
right now.
episode.
He's making it up
Right now.
as we go.
Yep.
I actually made it up a week ago. It's
So,
coming.
anyways, the imp. So
You would want to be him
well,
because he just
I'm
sleeps
saying
with a lot of chicks.
no. Well, that's part of it too.
That's part of it.
So you have Tyrion Lannister, who is one character I really like a lot. The other character I liked a lot was Arya Stark.
Ooh, good call.
And the reason why I like both of those characters is because they both have really incredible character arcs from the beginning to the end. And if we're going to be talking about character arcs too, I think one would be one should also mention Jaime Lannister. He also had another great arc, and so did Greyjoy, Theon Greyjoy. He had a good character.
Who
arc.
did you want to be? Eddard?
No, I wanted
You
Which-
guys in
which
season
Stark?
1 too.
Arya.
Arya.
Yeah, so she starts off as a girl.
Oh, you'd want to be the girl?
Well, she's a girl, and she becomes a master assassin. But she goes through like a whole bunch of really cool stuff. But I think honestly, if I was gonna if I have to flip, if I had to choose today, I'd probably go with Tyrion Lannister because I drink and know things.
And no things.
Cheers as you drink your Talisker.
Okay, so is that who you'd be? The blonde chick? No.
That's Daenerys. That's the chick that you said you'd marry. That also
Sorry,
had a-
Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. Please send more marble cakes.
So no, I go with Tyrion Lannister. The reason why I'm choosing Tyrion Lannister, I think, because
Is that her?
no, that's Sansa.
Area. AR.
No, it's just like there's lots of photos. I'll have to type it in.
So, anyways, Tyrion.
I like it.
He I like how he's like very knowledgeable to begin with, and then he goes, he wants to travel. He goes up to the wall, and one of his things is like that he wants to piss off the wall. That'd be something stupid that I would want to do. Go travel somewhere, go do something stupid like that.
Yeah, who wants to pee off the wall?
Tyrion
All of
Lannister.
us.
I like him. That sounds fun.
But then that's how it starts off, and then he helps Brendan Stark when he comes back because he designed some kind of like saddle for him since he's crippled, and then from there he gets captured by Catelyn Stark because she thinks that he tried to kill her son, and then he's he gets his way, he talks his way out of there from being killed. Meets up with like the mountain clans, which probably should have killed him, but he finds a way to finagle his way out of that as well, and then goes on to later on becoming the hand or the right hand person to Daenerys, and then at the end of the show, spoiler alert, but if you haven't seen it by now, it's your own fault.
It's 7 years old. Get with the program.
And so by the end of the show, at the very end, he ends up becoming probably the second most powerful person in Westeros, or at least in the Six Kingdoms, being the right hand to Brendan Stark, who is the king of the six kingdoms, because the kingdom of the north went to Stanza, or however you say her name. So yeah, I'd go with Tyrion Lannister. There's a lot of things that you can talk about with him. He defends King's Landing. He's a mastermind when it comes to war, or at least defending a castle. He's wise, he's witty, and yeah, I don't know. I like his character a lot.
It's a good call. I'm going to do the same as you did. I'm going to mention two people. The first one I'm going to go after is also a Lannister, but it's Jaime Lannister, the guy.
He has a great character.
Dude, he is an amazing character in general to me, everywhere from the beginning towards the end. And one of the things I did enjoy about his character is he stayed true to himself and loyal to his family. And those are pretty important things to me. Great adventure, handsome fella, lots of fun, lighthearted, I think is something that I like about Jaime Lannister, but also willing to do the work. And also when he loses his hand, and he doesn't let that stop him. He continues on his journey.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think in the end he continues on his journey, but he did have a pity party there for a little while.
I mean, everyone has a pity party.
Well,
it took Brienne of Tarth to kind of go up and battle against a bear for him to kind of find his...
Right, but at the same time, he's sitting there loving his sister, Cersei, and, think about what she went through. She lost her kids just like he did. Their kids all murdered, but she didn't stop. She walked down through the kingdom nude, King's Landing, but through the kingdom nude, and had people throwing things at her, and they cut off her hair and did all these things. She didn't stop. She didn't let those things break her. But my curveball here is, as far as characters, because of where I lie and what I believe in, moral codes is so very, very big and important to me. Whether it was one episode or one season, the character I would most like to be, because of the
Eddard
legacy
Stark.
He left behind him, is Eddard Stark.
Oh, well, we talked about this.
No, I mean it. Honestly, and it's a tough call because you don't want to be the guy who dies in season 1, right?
Dude, but his character though, it
moral code, second to none.
His moral code though is so phenomenal. He actually set up his family for success in this this long.
Who is the Stark you liked?
Eddard Stark. He's Sean.
Played by Sean Bean, yeah, and first off, Sean Bean did a phenomenal job as the actor.
I think that's his probably best character he's ever played.
And I loved him in Goldeneye, but that far beat it.
But his character resonates in all the seasons.
You said Ned Stark.
Yeah,
is that who you're talking about? Ned Stark?
It's Ned or Eddard.
Yeah, his name is Eddard, but he goes by Ned for short.
Ned, okay. And then who did you choose to be instead?
No, that's
who you wanted. Who was the backup?
The backup was Jaime Lannister.
Jaime Lannister. Okay. Yeah, I liked Ned Stark was in the first episode, and he just kind of seemed like almost the alpha male of the show.
Yeah, well, to me, one of the things that I really, and I know Brian, you're the same way, I try to make sure I guide my children in a proper path to be moral. And we're all going to make choices, and we're all going to do silly things and stupid things and want to piss off a ice wall that's 500 feet tall. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the difference is Eddard Stark also taught these morals, which is, when we are the ones who are the judge, we also carry out the punishment, in which case is the execution. And I fully believe that. Don't judge someone and not carry it out, not own it to that next level. I think that's one of the flaws with our American judicial system. It's a great system, but one of the flaws is you make that judge be the one who makes the call and then has to execute him, not some other doctor who's hired third party. And then 30 years later, all of a sudden you find out because of DNA, he killed an innocent man. Then who's guilty then? Whole different world. And that's what Eddard Stark wasn't afraid of. He wasn't afraid to be the guy, hey, this is going to be. And yeah, for me, just his moral code and the way he was so family oriented. And, you know, if you don't pay close attention, you might think that he's got this bastard child, Jon Snow. That's not his child. He's taking care of his sister's child. And it's such a real, beautiful story. It's great. That would be my guy.
That totally surprises me because I remember you and I have gone back and forth talking about Eddard Stark. And even last week, I talked about how he set up his whole family in our last episode. So, I mean,
he set up his family to fail?
To win. They are the victors at the end.
Well, you have to like watch all the episode, like all the seasons, to understand like what happens to his family. His family goes through the ringer, but at the very, very end of it, because of the moral codes and the lessons that were taught by Eddard Stark, they end up winning all of Westeros.
Literally every end.
Every aspect.
I could have predicted that though. Like what from the first show. Like I had a feeling that's why
you get to season 4 and you don't feel so secure in that prediction.
No, I think by the time you get to
season 2,
season 1, you don't even get
like
that.
that's. But I mean, I just got that sense
off?
from the first show that they were kind of highlighting. Did he not have? Who was it? Was that not his kid that got pushed off the tower? That saw
the Jaime Lannister pushed him off. The things that he would do for love.
Yeah.
And Brandon Stark is also the one that becomes the king of the 6 kingdoms at the very end.
Was he
the one that got pushed out?
He's got pushed out. So he lived.
He lived.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He lived and becomes king of all of Westeros except for the north.
Is he crippled?
Yeah.
Yep.
And still king.
Yeah.
Yep. But I mean, you like up until like the last season, you probably wouldn't have thought that would have happened.
No, wouldn't have known.
Dude, it's a great, I could talk about it forever. Everyone hates this series because of the ending. It is such a good series, and the ending was real. It's what was right.
I think when you once again talking about kind of like I'm just kind of bring back a little bit about what I said from last episode is that I think. Yeah, it's true. A lot of people don't like the ending, but when you start taking into consideration like the moral code and all the lessons that Eddard Stark taught his children and even Jon Snow, that's what resonated through all the different seasons and all the crap they went through in order for them to prevail at the end. Yep. And if you really look at it and you really think about it. Season 1, everyone loved House Stark, or at least most people did. And then you go through and watch all the other seasons. You're like, House Stark gets decimated. They lose their land. They lose their castle. Arya is like being taken care of by the Hound. Ends up like running away to a different land to become an assassin.
He's another great character.
Yeah,
Arya.
Yeah. No,
Arya's a chick.
The Hound.
Oh, the Hound?
The Hound.
Oh, can I say something before you guys get too crazy? Like, you mentioned Ned and his moral code, and he's like, look, you did wrong, so I'm going to kill you. But in the first episode, he kind of kills that dude who was, like, being honest and telling the truth, and he kills him.
But he was wrong. So Ned Stark had to be the judge and find him guilty of fleeing the wall in his post. And much like treason, that was punishable by death. And so that's...
So anyone that flees...
He had like a good rationale, though. Like his fleeing was...
His fleeing was a good rationale, but you got to think about like no one's seen a White Walker in like thousands of years. So for him to say he saw a White Walker...
So was Ned ever like, my bad. Sorry, I shouldn't have killed that dude.
I don't think he had a
chance.
That's
on me.
He didn't have a chance to say, oh, my bad, because he's dead at the end of season 1.
Who's the guy?
No.
Ned Stark, dude.
Stark. Ned Stark is dead?
Ned Stark dies at the end of season 1.
I thought you said he wins it all. The Starks.
His family wins it all.
He does
Ned Stark, the dude I liked.
He's the
alpha male
great dad.
is dead at the end of season 1?
Yeah.
Huh.
His head gets chopped off.
Huh. By who?
Oh, we don't want to ruin everything, but...
Well, I mean, like you said, it's spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it, it's your fault. So
the Joffrey's son, or not Joffrey, which is King Baratheon's so-called son, which is really not his
Lannister.
son. It's actually Jaime Lannister and Cersei Lannister's son.
How does he chop off his head? Is he like
because he becomes a new king? Because everyone thinks that Joffrey is the legitimate son of Robert Baratheon.
But why does he
which is
chop
not.
his head off?
Because he says that he committed treason for trying to say that Joffrey was illegitimate.
But he was, right?
He was illegitimate, yeah.
So he got his head chopped off like as a
Eddard Stark-
punishment. It wasn't in a war or a
There's a
fight.
lot of heads getting cut
Yeah.
off.
So Eddard Stark did hold
Greyjoy.
true to himself. He found out that Joffrey was the son of Jaime and Cersei Lannister. He tried to come out saying that the true heir to the kingdom was Stannis Baratheon, which is the next brother in line in the Baratheon. Because that's the next legitimate person. Because Robert Baratheon had probably, if you read the books, I think something like 15 or 20 illegitimate kids himself, because of like all the whores and stuff that he slept with.
It's when the horrors come in. So they bring in the horrors.
But in any case, so when Ned Stark tried to announce to everyone that Stannis Baratheon was the true king, Cersei basically shanghaied him and kind of caught him off guard with a couple other people, and that led to Joffrey being king and then getting Ned Stark killed.
And Cersei was the blonde.
She was blonde and
The one I liked at the
No.
beginning? That's not
No.
Cersei.
No, the one you like at the beginning is Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh, what happened to her?
She dies at the end of the TV series.
Oh,
In the last episode, along with the,
why she die?
because she's on like crazy hot scale where she's hot, but
And
because of
crazy.
that, she's also crazy and she risks everything needlessly.
She should have just been like not crazy.
She should have just been like, "Hey, man, forget all this. I'm gonna
She
go
should just
love my
like
life."
she should have just like went off to the sunset with her nephew and kept screwing him.
Truly, he's a stud.
Wait, the blonde
Jon
chick from the
Snow.
beginning started screwing her nephew?
Jon
which
Snow.
is Jon Snow.
Wow, a lot of incest going on in that story.
There's a lot of incest going on.
You don't
I
even
mean, imagine
know
like the
half
author
of
was
it.
like, incest.
He's like, I love
I'm
Joe
stumped
Dirt.
again.
You're my sister.
Sweetie, what should I do? Have you tried incest yet? Oh, yeah, but I'll do it again.
I want to point out that this is not me suggesting any of that. What I'm suggesting is do not drink and drive.
We knew Jesse had to hit it at some point.
Had to what?
We need to have our public service announcements. This is real. Hey, kids, man, don't be stupid.
Public
Like,
service announcement: do not drink and drive. Do not commit incest.
I mean, I just
That's
said
my
don't
public
drink and
service
drive. They
announcement.
can do their own.
No incest. Zero incest
yeah,
allowed.
right.
Do not eat at Dog House.
not
Yeah,
eat at
no
Dog
dog
House.
house. Don't need to eat there.
All right.
There's probably
so-
a great dog house somewhere. It's probably also not a hot dog joint.
I got nothing.
Who
got
let the
nothing.
dogs out?
Jesse's been pouring one for me and another for me.
One for you, two for me.
Why do you think I took this seat? The hand.
He's always off to the
Hey,
side.
hey, you know what? Maybe we're the crazy ones because we're always the one who has them pour.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're not crazy. You're smart.
No, I'm all good because
Don't change
yeah,
a
it's
thing.
better this way because Jesse has nowhere to drive. He just can drive himself to that couch.
I actually
Where
don't even have to do that. I can be just
I've got a
like,
track ahead of me. Yeah,
There is a picture I took one time with him passed out on the chair just like that.
hey man, you know
No, I
how
have that
what
picture.
hard? Yeah, you know how hard it is to work to drink all of that scotch and deliver.
Hey,
This is fantastic.
when you say that, life is
Great.
yes, life is great.
what's the other one? Nailed it. Scotch hour. Nailed it.
Let's face it, everyone
Our
out there.
slogan.
Hopefully your life is great as well. If not, go buy some Royal Lochnagar if you're going to have a
Honestly,
pumpkin.
the Royal Lochnagar is actually pretty good.
It's dynamic. I enjoy it. It's just not the Talisker to me.
That's the problem. Is it went up against the Talisker?
I know the Talisker House Greyjoy, the No Nut Wonder. It just has all those other things.
What if you went Talisker up against Cardew?
You know what's happening if we don't reshuffle or there's not a roundabout is that the Talisker goes against the Omen. and that's a real battle. Or if we do reshuffle, the Talisker will go up against the Lagavulin.
It is what it is, man.
Possible. But there's another option there.
What's the other option?
Well,
I don't know yet. We have
Lord Locke.
We got 2 more weeks of the first round of brackets, and then we've got the next set.
Sir, can you...
So, are you guys like basically stacking the bracket in your favor? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, man.
Some bracket stacking?
Although I would
And
love
there's-
to...
Stack it.
I don't think you can blame us for that because you're the one who drew the scotches.
No
Did I?
kidding. Yeah, Marissa, you're
Well,
also
there
the
you
one
go.
who voted for the Oban.
You know,
which,
when I'm trying out different
High
characters,
five.
I get so deep into character that I like forget even who I am.
I liked your boobs better last week.
Yeah, I don't even remember doing the
Can you
boobs.
just throw the cube in this?
Throw
just
it
that-
like a basketball shot.
Sure.
Dun, dun,
He's already
dun,
missed a cube.
dun, 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 dun.
There you go. I know. I was like, well,
I'm not going to throw it up and over.
I know. That's just, yeah. We'll let
Just throw it
Jesse
back
deal
in
with that.
Just throw it back in there.
Yeah, we're done. Don't need
We're
any
not
ice.
going to use any ice.
It's not happening. If you want, I can go over the shoulder. And it's over there.
You know how many times
Well-
rain has poured through that door?
Yeah,
Well, that's one way to solve the issue.
it is.
I don't want to mess up the cameras,
Problem
the
solved.
lights,
I
or the
passed it on to
action.
you. You passed it on to Jesse. And now it's
Problem solved.
problem solved.
That's what I do. I'm a problem solver.
Nailed it. Solved the problem.
Life is
Ned-
great.
Hey,
Life is
Ned-
good. Living the good life.
Ned was a problem solver.
Yeah, he was.
Because you know what?
He died.
Baratheon would not have asked him to be
the hand.
the hand if he wasn't a problem solver.
I agree with you. And yeah, he does die. But guess what? We all die, and he died.
Oh,
the right way.
Baratheon.
The king.
Oh,
I
yeah, he's a
become the
big
king's
old, yeah,
man.
he's just a big jovial dude.
Well, I have the sweetest
Wow.
sword in the whole show.
Wow. When you throw that cube in there,
Are you on the,
it's like nothing but vanilla.
You threw.
Are you going
the
with
cube in the
Lochnagar?
Talisker or the Lochnagar?
The Lochnagar.
This one.
I need
These
a
are both-
Lochnagar
These are
cube.
both Lochnagars now.
Okay.
One's cube, one's not. But it's like nothing but vanilla. It's all
I believe
vanilla.
it. That's what I got when I tasted it.
Nothing but all vanilla.
I enjoy vanilla.
And I love vanilla.
I do too.
Oh my goodness. I go, I have like vanilla with a peppery after, like a
The
finish.
pepper. I also
Pepper
sense
finish.
the pepper. The problem with
And when
me
I say
is
pepper, it's not spice like cloves. And that's not what I'm talking about. But I do actually, it is a pepper with a clove lingering finish. Come to think of it.
I'm just telling you. To me, it's just like drinking a like,
vanilla smoothie.
yeah.
She's smooth and she vanilla.
Like pill women.
I don't know what that means.
All right.
Yeah, the
I'm an
Lochnagar
American
is
Indian,
the
okay?
Lochnagar for me is just it's pretty middle of the road. It's just kind of forgettable.
I love the fact that the ice brought out the vanilla, but I don't like the fact that it also milled everything else out. That's not what I want. I want powerful Scotch. Talisker.
Tasker's
All
good.
right. I think we did hit our hour mark. Anything else you want to say, like regarding Jamie, your secondary character, or?
No, I say no, and then I mean yes. Yeah, really quickly. It's such a great series. Well written, well done. Characters all have, as you use the term, Noah, arcs. So many of them in the right way. Greyjoys, Lannisters, Starks, Snows. Just an amazing series in my mind. Well done. Appreciate it. Love the fact that we were able to tie in a little bit of Scotch and rehash our own experience with the show because it was a very emotional and powerful show. So
It really was. There's, I think, if you can get past like the first couple of episodes, which really to me it had me from the get go, but honestly, I think Arya Stark was the reason why I think she has such a great character arc is because she's being taught to be she's being raised as a royal girl who's supposed to like learn how to do like needlepoint and how to take care of a household and that type of stuff. And she's like, screw you guys. I want to learn how to freaking swing a sword, shoot an arrow, and she even upstages her brothers in the very first episode, hitting the bullseye with an arrow.
Oh, I saw that one. Okay.
Kills the White King, upstages all of everyone in the series.
Well, because she is a super assassin by the end, she does kill
Daddy's favorite,
the mean bad guy, which is the what is it?
The White King.
The White King, yeah. And so, but when you start looking at her whole everything she goes through, right? She runs when she sees her dad get decapitated, she goes off with the guy from the Night's Watch, and then from there, the Lannisters, they were searching for Gendry, who was the son of Baratheon, who was an illegitimate son, but they were afraid that he could claim the throne. And when that happened, she and her friends go run off, and then she's all on her own. She has no family around, no other royals around, and she just basically roughs it up with all the other commoners, and she ends up saving a master assassin. The master assassin gives her a chance to go learn from his order, and she becomes a master assassin herself, when even that order tried to kill her because she didn't want to give up her family name, right? Or her
the man with no name.
Yep, the man with no name. But it was the wave who tried to kill her because she did not want to forget that she was a Stark and revenge the Stark family, or avenge the Stark family. And so once she becomes a master assassin, I think one of the best scenes in any season or any episode throughout that whole series is when she has that
needle.
When she has the needle, but also the dagger, and she battles Breath, what's her name? Sorry, the tall chick.
I know who you're talking about. Bria.
Yeah. She battles her, and
Bria of Tarth.
Yeah, Bria of Tarth. Yeah, and battles her. Right, because Bria of Tarth is supposed to be this
7 feet tall.
She's 7 feet tall, super chick who's a knight, and she's a total badass herself though with a sword. And Arya Stark totally upstages her, and
mind blown.
That whole battle scene is super cool, especially when they later on they did a meme with it where they have lightsabers. Super cool.
Ooh. Did I tell you? Oh, I already told you I'm doing Star Wars for my Halloween theme. Yeah.
So, anyways, I know you only seen one episode. Did you want to talk about any other characters or anything?
No, but it sounds like somebody might have a little crush on Arena or whatever her name is.
Arya Stark?
Yeah.
Which is weird because I really struggle with that, because when she starts the series, she's 12 years old, and then later on you see her nude, and I'm I'm not comfortable with this. And Noah's my favorite character.
Do you see her nude?
Yes, dude.
When
she makes out with the, I'm going to call him the plumber, but he's really the ironsmith.
Oh, that's Gendry. That's the
Baratheon's bastard child.
Yeah, okay. What, that was the last season, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even remember that.
Dude, I'm telling you, I know. I struggled with it because I have children, and one of them is a daughter. And seeing that, to that point, that character arc, seeing her go from this little young girl, a 12-year-old, to this 18, 20-year-old girl and having relationships, I struggle with it because I'm whoa, wait, slow down, little girl. I'm not ready for you to grow up yet. My daughter's not there yet.
So no, I think I do like her. Just I love her character. I love the character arc of there. I love how she developed over time.
Fully agree.
I mean, and you can also, like I said, I think other characters you can probably give a shout out to with a great character arc is you chose Jaime Lannister, so that's another great one. I think Theon Greyjoy.
Oof.
That one, I mean, that guy goes through some crap, and then you go from liking the guy to hating the guy to feeling sorry for the guy to liking the guy again. Yeah. So he goes through a big character arc. The one character arc that I had the hardest time with is Sansa Stark. I just never liked her.
I never liked her either. The fact that she kept the North, I hated it.
I think I hated her character all the way through. She was nothing but a whiny girl throughout the whole thing. I hated it.
Speaking of the North, for one moment, the Royal Lochnagar, the vanilla wonder that we had here, is a 40% alcohol. The Talisker.
Jesse has the hiccups.
Yeah, man. The Talisker, 45.8. I think that's the highest we've had in this show.
I got a sense. It was a little stronger. I could sense that. I could feel that.
That's why I said this is more feminine.
Yeah.
More delicate.
Yeah.
I'm pretty delicate. I think there are women out there far less delicate than me.
Jesse's just a delicate flower.
I'm a delicate flower. I'm a magnolia.
I was lily.
I guess Marissa would know there, Brian.
I'm a rose.
I do. I mean, how deep I had to go into character and really get in touch with my feminine side.
Yeah, how much research did you have to do with Marissa to find to grasp?
That's
what you were wearing her underwear. You were wearing her underwear. That's pretty impressive.
On my head, which was odd that you guys didn't catch that. You're like, that's a weird place to have your underwear, Marissa.
All right, this imagery is getting terrible. You're at the
Greyjoy,
and we're
unity. Out. How far
right,
would you go?
Who wants to start? Who wants to start the close? Does someone want to finish the close?
You want to finish the close? Brian's going to start.
I will start the close. Kudos for you guys for finally, an episode later, figuring out that it was me.
Dude, we were wondering where you went. We were searching.
And shout out to Marissa for going along with it. Thank you for pretending to come over here and do all that stuff. So yeah, that's my shout out and my closing. Good job, Marissa. Well done.
Hey, I ordered you another thong. It'll be here tomorrow.
All right, Noah, what you got for us?
Am I closing or you closing?
You're closing, bro. Please like, subscribe. The subscribe is the big one for us right now. Appreciate that you guys are watching this. Please subscribe and then continue to leave comments. We really do like that. Let us know, how do you feel about our restaurant reviews? We're very honest. We're very real. We are completely genuine. We are on 3 different pages. For me, atmosphere, ambiance, service are everything. But also, so is food and presentation and delivery. That's not the same for everyone. So let us know what you think is most important as far as our restaurant reviews. What do you like? What do you hate? As far as our topics, let us know which angles you liked or didn't like. Give us feedback. We plan on being around a while. So if there's a chance we can keep you as a viewer, let us know what we can do to keep you viewing. What do you like? What do you don't like? Do we spend too much time on a topic? Too little time on a topic? Give us the feedback, please, please, please. And, thank you for watching. And Noah, you're up, bro. That slaps.
What is that?
That slaps.
That's a term for, when something hits, when it makes an impact for the youth.
That slaps?
That slaps. You should try it.
Slaps.
Wow. No, I'm good. Don't need to hit myself.
I mean, I know you're asking.
You don't have to hear yourself, but I'm sure your kids use that.
That slaps. I think we talked about this before.
Yes, we have.
You guys are hip with the slang.
Trying to be.
God, you guys are so cool.
We don't even have to try. We just go hang out at the high schools. They stay the same age.
Yeah.
We're right there with Matthew McConaughey. We bring the green tablets.
All right, so
party all the time. We're done. Party all the time. Party all the time.
So it does help us out if you give us a thumbs up with the algorithms. If you so please like us, give us that thumbs up. Share our content if you enjoyed us. That also helps us out, as well as commenting. We do try our best to comment to everyone who does leave a comment there. So we do try our best to respond to you. As well as, I can't emphasize what Jesse was mentioning before. Leave a comment about whether or not you like our restaurant reviews. Leave a comment about if you agree or disagree with us on the different characters that we've chosen with Game of Thrones and what we said about the different characters.
Yeah, I'll debate you. I'll go rounds with you.
Oh, it's coming. God's is coming.
I guess you can try to debate Brian about Game of Thrones characters. I would guarantee that if you probably watch the series, you'll probably beat him.
Yeah. If you want to feel good about yourself, comment and debate me on Game of Thrones. You will win.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will happen. If you are watching us, we want to thank you again, or if you're listening to us, we want to thank you again for being a loyal watcher or listener to our podcast.
That's true. We do.
Also, we are on YouTube. If you're watching for the first time, we're also on Rumble, and you can listen to us through Podbean, Audible Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. And with that, we will thank you all, and hopefully you have a wonderful evening. Cheers.
Cheers, gentlemen.
We hope you enjoyed this evening's episode of Scotch Hour. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you have not done so already, please become a patron member, with memberships starting as low as $1 a month. Thank you, and hopefully you have a wonderful evening.